Alrighty guys, so how's she going today? So, I guess if you look out here real quick, we are having our blizzard, and basically whiteout conditions. Yeah, I got some snow to plow. I still haven't cleaned this off of yet, but there's no point. You know, I'll have to wait for this shit to pass. Which I think is going to be pretty much an all-day thing, unless it lets up later. But who knows? So yeah, so I got the parts for the 1586. Just a few parts that I bought because I needed to get them replaced. You know, I'm going to be working on the 1586 probably for the rest of my life, so because that's the thing with these old tractors is a lot of things are worn out on them, so they need to be replaced. So yeah, can't open the freaking package. That's freaking lovely. Come on, you bastard. So yeah, they sent everything in this nice little bag here. Which was neat. So the first thing I bought, I talked about it before. I'm gonna pull those out. If you guys remember, a while back from the 1586 video, when I was trying to turn off or turn on the heat valve. But you know, it was really tight with the shirt. You had to turn it with a pair of pliers. Well, I went and bought a new one of those. This is a brand spanky new one. It came, I don't know, I think these came with it. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to need them or not. Because they don't go to these other parts. As far as I know, they don't go to those parts, but because it's made out of brass, or whatever this is made out of, it's made out of the same thing. Plus, those have bigger threads on it too, so I imagine it's for the heater valve. Well, I'm not gonna bother, but it's got it's like little flare fittings on there, and then some like looks like washers or something. So I don't know. Little green washer things. I'm taking it must be for the heater valve, because I don't think it would be for these other things, because the other things require a much bigger you know, unless it is for that, I don't know. But we'll find out, I guess, when the time comes to install this. But it came with two. I got two of those, so maybe it does. I don't know, but I don't know. Didn't come with an instruction book, and it didn't say anything online, so I don't know. But I noticed that this is tight too, and I can't turn it with just my bare hands, so I don't know if it's stuck or something. So in the bicycles, or maybe they put that nut on too tight, and then I can't turn that very well. So I guess we'll try it and see if I can turn it. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's just stuck. So, there. Took care of that. But the other one you had to turn, you know, with a pair of pliers, and it was wrecking it. So, yeah. This is a little snug, but you do want them somewhat snug too, though. You don't want them super loose, because then they probably could leak on you then. But that's the new one. That's the new heater shut-off valve. They're both the same on both sides, so I don't think it really matters which. There wasn't really a left and a right or front and rear type of thing. It was all just said heater shut-off valve, so I took it was, you know, it was all the same. So that we're going to replace on the It'd be on the right side above the alternator. You guys, you know, where you saw me mess with the pliers. This is what I bought this for. I'm going to replace that with this. And yeah. Guess I'll have a little burr there or something. I'll have to try to take the wire brush to it or something and try to. Can imagine that'll mess up the threads pretty good. Looks like some little piece of metal burr on there. I just can't seem to. Huh. Oh, it's gone now. Alright, well. There's like a little piece of metal on there that I think would mesh up the threads pretty good if you try to tighten it down. Where the hell's the damn nail at now? This one in. So, yeah. That's what I got right here. With a heater shut-off valve. And I guess those are for it. I don't really know because it didn't say that you're supposed to get any extra hardware. So I'm guessing, you know, it's for that. Or it could be for these things too. But that's what I ordered. I know I had one subscriber, he was kind of guessing what I got. And he was close on one thing, but he wasn't bang on. He was close, but and the rest of it isn't even going to happen yet. So now these next parts that I bought are, like I said, he was, you know, a little bit correct. Is for the air conditioner. Now they don't say if these parts are for R12, which is the old gas. I think it was R12, and then there's the new type of gas, which I believe was R134A. Well, from what I was told, you just have to basically replace the connections at the top, where you can check pressure and add and take out your gas. So I went and bought these. Right here. These apparently are it. They're a lot different from what is on there now. The ones that are on there now are definitely a lot bigger and clumsier. But the problem being is that they did not say if these were for R12 or R134A gas. I guess I'm just going to take it as it's probably for the new stuff. I don't really know. But this is the high side. Of course, you get a low side. So, yeah. And then this is, yeah, not the screws onto the bottom. And then your hose goes in here. And then you can check it here. Now, the reason why I did this, well, obviously I don't have air conditioning, so we're going to try to get a little bit of the air conditioner starting to work. Here's the low side too. Is I actually had to take off the high side hose that one night because I was trying to figure out where I could route the hose because it was in the way of the battery box. So I was thinking because let's say if it was like this on the tractor and there's too much slack in the hose, well, I thought I could turn it like this and it would pull more of the hose in. Well, looks like with this one it just rotates, of course, so it's going to put all that slop back in the hose again. But I managed to move it a little bit. But in order to move it, I had to take it off. I had to unscrew it from the top of the compressor just so I can kind of wiggle the hoses, that one hose around. It is for the air conditioning. So the ones that go in front of the battery box, that's in front of the battery box on the driver's side, that is for your air conditioning. It's not for heating or anything like that. So, yeah. So that's what I bought there. But yeah, I had to, like I said, I had to move it because I was trying to, you know, trying to reroute the hose a little bit. But when I took it off, you know, the old thing, you know, you think that there would be some gas coming out, you know, because it should be built, it should be under pressure a little bit, you would think. Well, come to find out, I took a risk and I sprayed it down, the thing, sprayed it down with some PB Blaster, and I let it soak in for a couple of minutes. And then I broke it free with the, it's not here, the biggest wrench that I got, because I knew they would probably be pretty tight on there. Surprisingly, it really wasn't that bad. I don't know if the PB Blaster helped it any or not, but that's, yeah. But you think that when you would take it off, all your pressure, all your gas would come out, but there wasn't even a drop that came out. So I knew that, I guess either it leaked out over time, and they just never bothered to fix it, or it blew. They blew a hose. They put the, you know, they put a new hose on, but maybe he was just so close to retiring that he just didn't want to bother. So he just sent it down the road as it is, you know. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if these are for the new kind of gas. I don't know. So, from what some YouTubers are saying, I'm still having a hard time understanding this, but some just say you don't even have to change out the pump. You just have to, or the compressor, I mean. This is all you have to do is just remove the old gas that's in there, vacuum it out. Well, I still got to get a vacuum pump. I think the one I was looking at was from Walmart for like 120 bucks or something like that. It'll do R12 and R134A gas. I'm probably still going to pump it out anyway, even when I do install these, just to make sure there's nothing in it. But what some people were saying is that all you had to do was just suck out the old gas, and I don't know if you had to run some kind of a cleaner through it or something, I don't really know. And then you would just change these out to the updated version, which that's what these should be. They don't say what they are. It just says that they're a conversion kit, so for air compressor, or for the AC compressor. So, but I take it as, you know, that obviously it is for checking gas because it's got a low and a high side on it. So that much I know, but if it's for R12 or 134A, I don't know. It doesn't explain that. So I'm taking kind of a gamble. I'm just hoping that it's for R134A. So, and then I guess you just, when you're done cleaning it out, you just pump the R134A into it. I actually happen to have a couple of cans of R134A laying around too, so, because I bought some a couple of months ago. I don't think it'll be enough because they're, you know, small cans, but I got 2 of them. So, hopefully maybe 1 or 2 will be enough, but I don't know. But then somebody was also saying that you'd have to change the oil in them. I don't know if that's true. I can't remember what other guys, I know AJ was saying some stuff, but that was quite a while ago. So I can't remember what he said, but I don't think you have to change the oil in them things. It probably wouldn't hurt to do it anyway, to put some new stuff in. You know, just, you know, clean the compressor out a little bit. But yeah, and I also remember him saying that you need to change the, I think they call it the dryer. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but it's like a little black round thing. I think it's for the air conditioner part of it, but it's unfortunately on top of the cab. So you would have to crawl on top of the cab, take the cover off the top, and, you know, dig around in there. I'm probably not going to do that yet until I order the new fan, the blower kit. Now the problem with, oh yeah, and by the way, these come from rrtractors.com. That's probably where I'm also going to be ordering my fans from. The problem is that they have two different styles for the 86 series tractors, and I don't really know which one is right. There's one that I think that had like 2 wires coming off it, and then there was another one that had like it had like 20 wires coming off it. So I don't know what's the difference. So I don't know if somebody wants to look into that or not. But to do the blower on the tractor, I'm just going to replace the whole thing, you know, the motor and the fans, because it's all just junk. Sure, the motor, you could probably get a few more years out of it by oiling it or whatever that one guy was saying to do. I'm not even going to fuck with it. That's probably still the original blower from 1978, you know. It's like you might as well just get rid of it and get a new one put in. And the fans, the blowers, they're shot. They're falling apart, you know. I mean, there's pieces flying in my face. Pieces of aluminum. So, you know, it's just time to replace the whole thing. But you can buy the complete kit, but it's like $300-400, I think. Or even, I don't know. Go to rrtractors.com. I'll probably put the link to the website anyway for this stuff. You guys can look on there and tell me which one you think would be right for that tractor. But I don't want to mess. I'm probably going to order the dryer anyway. I think they call it the dryer. I'll probably order that too. And then once I get the fan and everything that I want, then that's when I'll go all out, because I don't want to have to, you know, keep climbing up and down all the time. You know, I'd rather just have everything right then and there. We're done with it. Right now, I just want to do everything that's ground level, and then, well, this is ground level, so, and then that's ground level, you know, that. So, do all the easy stuff, and then it's just less to worry about later on in life. So, well, yeah, and of course you got to buy the pump too, you know, the vacuum pump, so you can pump out the old, you know, whatever should be left of it, and then you got to pump in the new A134, whatever the hell it is. What the hell was it again? 134R, or I don't even remember. Brain shot already, boys. I think I'm freezing. So, it's the new type of gas for the, you know, or these AC compressors. They don't do the R12 anymore. You could probably still find R12 around, but it's getting harder to find. I mean, you might get lucky to find it somewhere, but the poor babies were crying that it was hurting the environment. Oh, well, fuck. It's only going to hurt the environment, you know, probably a tiny, tiny bit, if even anything at all, because it's such a small amount of gas. And imagine it just falls apart anyway, so fucking crybabies. But whatever. I'm not even going to try to look for R12. I'll just put the new stuff in it, and it'll work just as good as the R12, I'm sure. So, but that's what I bought. Hopefully these are the correct ones. It doesn't even say if they're for R12 or the 134A, 134R stuff, whatever the hell it was. I don't know. I'll find out, I guess. So I imagine it'll work fine for either one, really. But these are a lot smaller now compared to what's on there now. I don't know why International did it, but they have like this part here that you can check, and then they have like another one branching off, but it's really long. And I don't know if you can adjust it or something. I don't know. I got a picture of it, but it's whatever they did for back in the day. But this is so much more smaller, and you know, which is good. It means it'll go on real fucking easy too. So, but that's what I got. Some new fittings or new ends with the arts, or to put the new gas in. And then, like I said, it came with those little things. I don't know if they're for this, because it's got those flare fittings and then those little green washers, or if it's for this. That I don't know. I won't know until I tear into whatever it needs to be torn into. But yeah. Well, what's going to be interesting though is for the first time since I've never had to do this. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to have to take the right side of the hood off the tractor. And you can't take the right side of the hood off until you remove the muffler, you know, the pipe that's off the top. So that'll be a first. I've never taken any of that stuff off before. I've never had a reason to touch it, so that's going to be all new territory there. That'll give me a chance to, I guess, turn that exhaust pipe a little bit, even though I like it the way it is, but I like it pointing straight out too. But I'll see how I feel about it when I'm done fucking around. But I'll probably have to more likely take the hood off to change this out. But whatever, I'm happy to get this. You know, these parts were expensive. I can't believe it. For all this stuff, this was $80. I don't know what Case IH would have wanted for these things, but I can tell you Case IH probably would be more. And I don't really want to go to Case IH if I don't have to, because they want way too much for stuff, and it's ridiculous. If you were to go to Case IH, you're probably talking 180 right here. You know, I don't know. I never even bothered calling Case IH to get a price check on it, because I wanted to look at it. I needed pictures to look, so I, you know, get an idea what it looked like and stuff, and kind of could think about it and stuff. So, but that's what I did. That's what I got. So we'll get the air conditioner updated. If there's anything else I need to do, like, you guys can let me know. But I guess, like, should I change the oil in the compressor? That's another thing, and I'm going to check. I know AJ was saying, or maybe it was AJ, but I know I saw a video on it too, that you have to do a pressure test, again using the pump. I think you have to suck everything out of it, and then I don't know if that's how you make a vacuum or something. I don't remember, but you have to build up pressure or something in it, and then you have to let it sit for a while. And then if you notice the needle going down slowly over time, then that means you don't have a complete tight system. That means you have a leak in the system somewhere. So that I have to do that test, because I have to know if I have a leak in the system, because if I do, I'm not going to put the new gas in and then have it gone in like 2-3 days, you know. So it's just a waste of gas. So, and I know there's also another test you can do, a pressure test. I think it involves the gas, but I think you can put in some like neon coloring, like lime green or whatever. Or was it clear? I don't know, but it was something. But you mix it in with the gas, and then I guess you run it, and then I guess you can check it with a light, some kind of a light, or maybe it just turns up green or something. I don't know. But if you see that green stuff dripping out, then that's where you have your leak. So I have to do the tests, you know, to see if I have a leak somewhere in the system. Because if I do, then I'm not going to bother pumping all that new gas in, and then it just, you know, then it has a date with the atmosphere instead of a date with my air compressor, or the clutch, or the AC compressor, right? So I'm not gonna waste money on that. So, but do a little bit here and there. This here alone was $80. So it's better than nothing. But maybe we'll have air conditioning. Probably won't have air conditioning next summer, but maybe the summer after we'll have air conditioning. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how far I'm wanting to go. Tear into the shit. So, but it is what it is. I still have to get new batteries for the 1586. I did get the battery out of the driver's side. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but I did. I had to move the hose up and out of the way. I rerouted that for the time being. I don't know what it's going to be like with these new fittings on, but I got the old batteries down in the basement. They seem to be holding a charge at about 12.5 volts. But they are getting kind of like a bulge to them now, so I know that they're pretty much well done. I know John Deere wanted 175 for their type of batteries. So, yeah. I don't know when I'll get a couple of John Deere batteries, but I will at some point. But, you know, still got to get tires for Big Red. I still got to complete that project too. So, you know, we'll see what I can get done. But a little bit here and there, and then we'll be good. So, but yeah, that's just what I got, guys. Just some heating and air conditioning valves, you know, and we should be. Hopefully, they're the correct ones. They don't even. There's two different kinds of this same style of high and low pressure valves, but they're for, I guess, two different styles of pumps, and I don't know what style of pump I have, so I just risked it and got those. I don't think it really matters. I'll find out. So, but yeah, so anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.